Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to show you how to solve We're Not in Kansas Anymore by Harry Gross. Super fun first round case of the Road to Las Vegas 2025. And I'm experimenting. It's mostly going to be my live solve, but I'm experimenting with a little bit more signposting. So I'm going to start by explaining what you're going to find in the first few levels, and then when I come to the later ones, I'll show you that. So levels 1 to 3 take place on what's called the Yellow Cell Road. We'll come to a brick road later, but this one is just a regular cell road because Toto, Dorothy's dog, can only take small steps. So we've got 3 questions to do with this. On level 1, we just have to find the sum of the values in any given column. The input is the column. On level 2, we start in A1 and we have to get to a different address, and we have to figure out how many steps that will take. So just, walking along the row and down the column. And then level 3 is a little bit more complicated. You start in a given cell and you want to keep moving from that cell to the neighbor with the highest value until you get to a place that you stop, and then sum up those values. So like here, 8 has neighbors of 26, 10, 15, and 53, so you go to 53. Then you've got 8, 211, 90, and 245, so you go to 245. That's bigger than all its neighbors, so you stop and you sum up those numbers. Okay, let's start my timer, start the battle. And download. Go to the downloads folder, copy, bring it over to my workings folder. Let's go. Oh, I didn't even think about the paths. Okay. Fine. How many yellow bricks have digit 7 in their numbers? Use the map of the yellow brick road. Okay. Where am I? Hello. There we go. Goes to call. Oh, Harry, you monster with all these merged cells. Not 33, thank you. Equals filter. This is number search 7 in this. Yes. And the answer is 60 of them. Okay, if Toto walks straight down the Excel column, let's just do the levels and understand what's going on. Dorothy's dog, Toto, has little legs and can only move one normal, not merged cell at a time. In this level, use the map of the yellow cell road. If Toto walks straight down these Excel columns. Okay, fine. So yellow cell road is here. Fine. Equals address 1 column. It's going to be easier to label this. Sorry, comma 4. Call that C-Lab. We'll call this YCR. So we're going to sum XLOOKUP this in C-Lab, returning from YCR. And that seems to be working. Good. Okay, if Toto wants to go from A1, treat this as his step 1 to his destination. What's the minimum amount of steps he'll take? Okay. Fine, I will have to do this by indirect, I think. Oh, shit. Use the map of the yellow cell road. Diagonal moves are not allowed, but what, can he step on gray? This is very important. Can he step on gray? Is there anything in A? No, there's not, so that it probably doesn't matter. The other place that has gray is Y. Is there anything in Y? No, there's not. Fine. So it starts from A1. Okay, so then I can, oh shoot, let's import. I should have started up OA robot before I started this. So let's do add to call of this plus add to row of this. I think we need like a -1 on each of those. No? What? Oh, sorry, yeah. So a -1 between the two, yes. Oops. So I think that's good. Okay, level 3. Dorothy meets a scarecrow who wants to develop his brains. He decides to practice his knowledge of the order of the numbers. Starting from these cells, he moves to whichever remaining adjacent cell is the largest until the surrounding cells all have smaller values than where he's standing. What is the sum of the values of the cells the scarecrow travels on? Diagonal moves are not allowed. We're on the yellow cell road. Okay. I think this is one to do with a model. So we'll call this L3. Example 3. XLOOKUP this in here. B returning from here. G. And we'll say add to RCRef of this. And then, God, I have I've forgotten what I named everything. Ours. No. Well, I guess I can do R2 RC ref of that. Yes. So then, can you go diagonal or not? That's what I want to know. Adjacent cell. Okay. So I assume that means no to diagonal. So then, oops, sorry. Yes, sorry. So 2 row of that. So the adjacent cells are this plus this, and then add to ref of this in yellow cell road. I think I can do that. No, I cannot do that. Addresses. Oh, sorry, not add to ref. RC ref to ref. 10, 15, 26, 53. J14, just quickly check. 10, 15, 26, 53. Yes, good. Okay, so then we're going to sorry, then we need. Yeah, okay, fine. So start was RC ref to ref of this. Oh, sorry, on yellow cell road. So move equals this is less than max of this. Do we move until they're all greater than or equal to? We'll have smaller. So less than or equal to then. Okay, so equals if this, then XLOOKUP. So sorry, move to the largest. Yes. And the max of this range is 319. So let's say if we move, then XLOOKUP. Actually, wait, if I just rearrange this slightly, then I don't even need to make it an if we move. There's the start. So then I can just say XLOOKUP 1000 in here, returning from here. Exact match or next smaller item. And at some point that should lock these. At some point that should just start repeating. So I didn't actually need that. Okay, didn't get far. So what's the answer? Oh, 306, shoot. That's not good. Start in J14. So we go to the biggest is 53, then to 245. Uh-oh, that's not good. Not good at all. What? Oh, it is. So what? Oh, the sum of the values on the cells. This, okay, fine. So then I need unique of H stack of this with this. Drop first column and sum. And then I just need to do an integrity check. If this equals this, then give me that. Otherwise, give me Otherwise, give me a problem. Okay, so 190, 200, yes, 300, yes, 520, yes, okay. I realize I did not check the hints on the others, so I'm going to go do that now. 10 to 20, yes, 515, yes, 50 to 60, yes, good, and 24, yes, 2000, yes, and 2000, good. Okay, back for a quick explainer before we get on to levels 4 to 6. Now we're on the yellow brick road, so we've got all these merged cells. Harry, you monster. But otherwise, questions somewhat similar to before. So now, obviously, a step is going to be kind of 2 steps because these are each 2 cells, and then a downward step has to be either downward and to the right or downward and to the left. So on level 4, Dorothy is testing out her new shoes, so she's going to walk the whole yellow brick road. So she walks along the first row to the right, then back along the second row to the left, and then so on, alternating directions. And the question is just, after a given number of steps, what's the sum of the values of the bricks that she has stepped on so far? Then level 5, we've got to get to brick number 96 from various different starting locations and figure out how many steps it's going to take, with again the twist being that you can't take it's not vertical and horizontal steps like in the Toto version, it's sort of horizontal and diagonal steps. And then in level 6, we have to figure out the smallest value that is within 3 steps of our starting location. So from brick 336, we can see all the different places that can be reached within 3 steps, and the smallest value is 10. So that's the answer there. And do that. Good. Okay, level 4, one more yellow cell road. Dorothy has been gifted beautiful slippers. I want to walk on every brick on the yellow brick road. She starts out on the brick in it. Oh, sorry, we're a yellow brick road now. Okay. Okay, what's the ask? Okay. So she's going to walk through these in some order. Fine. Walks way to the right. She then steps down to here, and then she steps on. She reaches back and forth until the bricks have all been walked on. After Dorothy has walked on the specified number of bricks, what is the total of some of those bricks? Okay, I think this is pretty easy. So first I want 2 row of this, ignoring blanks, and then just double check one more time. So yes, I want to flip alternating rows. Oops, sorry. There we go. So I think I can just say flip on this, because I did write that. 158 to 37, yes, okay, and then just copy these 2. 22, good. Okay, and then I'm going to call this, and is that reading in the right direction? Yes. So then I'm going to call this dpath for Dorothy path, and then I think I'm just saying sum of take dpath by this. 34199, yes, hooray. Okay, 445, yes. 50,080, yes. Yes, good. Okay, that definitely got easier. Okay, here's the map of the yellow brick road. He can step 1 adjacent brick at a time. If he starts on the bricks with these numbers, what is the smallest number of steps he'll take before he reaches 96? Ooh, okay, what is the right way to think about this? We're always targeting 96, but I'm guessing that's going to change in the next level, right? Okay, we're not going to do that, and then we're on water flow. Okay, fine. So I think I can do this pretty easily then. So if the starting cell is not counted as a brick, then sorry, just first delete. No, actually, wait. Don't delete. Find 96. That should be 0. Then this should be this plus 1. This should be this plus 1. Okay, and then these should both be this plus 1. No, sorry, they should be, yeah. You can reach either of these 2 plus 1. Yeah, scroll over this stupid thing. Okay. And then this can just be this plus 1. And the rest can take that formula. And then now that I have these, wait, sorry, this is surprisingly working, but I'm just going to be safe and say that plus 1. Oh, that is not merged. Why the heck is that one alone not merged? I don't know. Oh, I must have unmerged when I copied. Okay, fine. It doesn't matter, I guess. Okay, so then I should be able to do this, yes, this, yes, this, yes, this, yes, this, yes, and that gets me to the top. And then basically the same thing, but going down. So this can be min of these 2 plus 1. And this would just be equals this one plus 1. And then likewise, this one would be min of these 2 plus 1. If I've done all this manual copying and pasting and then realize I've failed to understand the mechanism, I'll be very sad. Then take all of that, paste here, 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 here. And wait. And there. Okay, so I think that's working. So then I guess I just want to say some ifs. This bottom one, no, sorry, yellow brick road, please. Where this top one is this. I'm assuming that there's only one brick per thing, because otherwise the question is probably not well defined. Is what, G201. And these both need to be locked. That does indeed give 7. And then hints, 14, 8, 9. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Okay, level 6. Let's get the closest one within 3 cells. Okay, so I think I want to use my arrows here again. So first just arrows. I do have a thing to get them directly, but never mind. R to RC ref. Then the moves which are possible on the yellow brick road are up and left, up and right, down and left, down and right, and 2 to the left and 2 to the right. So we want all the diagonals are possible, and then these times 2 are possible. So these are all the ways that you can move. In one move, which means that, oops, these are all the ways that you can move in 2 moves, which means that these are all the ways you can move in 3 moves. Okay, and then we can take unique of that because there's a certain amount of going over and back in here, but that's not super important. Okay, so these are my possible offsets. Then what am my input is a starting brick, okay? So I want to be able to convert bricks to addresses. So first, I think I've already to-called, no I haven't, so let's to-call this. To-call all of this, ignoring blanks, and just quickly check unique if that is in fact equal to itself. It is, good. So then we're going to say to-call if, sorry, I don't want that range, don't have to grab it again, equals to-call if that is not equal to blank, then addresses of that, otherwise NA, and to-call by 3. And that gives me all the addresses. I didn't really want addresses, I wanted RC refs, which I think I call row call num, yes. Okay, so then I want to XLOOKUP this in here, returning from here. Both of those need to be locked. Then I want this plus all the places you can get to in 3 steps. Then I want to XLOOKUP this in here, lock returning from here, lock. And now the question is what, oh, wait, sorry, that hash. There'll be some errors, that's fine. I'm looking for the smallest possible value. So I'll say if not found 1000. And then I think I just want the min of these. And that does indeed give me 10, hooray. So let's just absorb this into here. And while we're at it, we might as well absorb this too. Okay, so we got 10. So those are hints. 5 and 15, yes. 20 and 30, yes. Okay, good. That's level 6. I should probably be doing some bonuses by now. Yeah, level 7 is very hard, so I'm going to do bonuses now. So that one's done. To walk straight down the Excel columns will be the maximum sum of the values of the bricks he walks on. Okay, so by call, yellow, cell road, sum, and then I just want the max of that. Where's it going here? Okay. A flying monkey named Lana is witnessing the battle between the Wicked Witch and Dorothy and her friends. She spectates the battle from the tree with the most bananas. The tree is located on the brick, which has the highest total value of summing all adjacent bricks. What is the number of that brick? Use the map of the yellow brick road. Okay, so here I want all the places I can get to in one again. Actually, I want that in a row. So then all the adjacent, need a few more columns. All the adjacencies here are, now, I assume we're including the cell itself. Please look at the has summing all adjacent bricks. Okay, that's not quite as clear as I want it to be. So here we're going to XLOOKUP that in here, returning from here, if not found 0, then we're going to by a row sum that. Now the question is it the max of this or the max of this plus this? Hopefully they're the same answer. So the max of this, 1793. And the max of this, no, it is a different one. Crap. Okay, I'm going to take it at face value. It is highest total sum of all adjacent bricks, but not that brick. Which means that it's this one, which means that the brick we're looking for is brick 65. Okay, how many 3-brick horizontal triangles of yellow bricks that all touch each other add up to an even number? Do not include vertical triangles, like C1, D1. Oh, gotcha. Fine. So I think we're going to copy this again. Do I want to do this? How do I want to do this? I don't know. Dorothy wants to see how green the Emerald City really is. What is the sum of the green elements in the RGB values on the Emerald City tab? This, what's going on here? Oh, shit. We just have to get it from the color. Okay, fine. Crap, that's a VBA thing. I don't know how to do that immediately. Alt-M, sub TMP for each C in selection dot cells. Next C, C dot value equals, I think we can start with C dot interior dot color, and then there's a way to interpret that into RGB. Oh, sorry, I didn't select the whole range, which would have helped. So we'll try again. That's going to run for a minute, but I think that's fine. VBA interior color to RGB. I don't know how to do that. Okay, fine. I just want you to tell me how it works. Green is the middle one. Okay, fine. Oh my god, it's still running. Okay, so then I think what I want is to dec to hex all of this nonsense. And I think I might need to plus. And then hopefully these are all the same length. Not totally sure they will be. No, crap, some of them are 5. Oh, that's really annoying. But I think, no, I think that's okay. Is there an option to say places? Yes, 6. Can I do that? I think I can do that. Yes, okay, so then the green, I think, is just going to be mid of this hash by 2, 2, and then I want to hex detect that. My confidence in this answer is low, but I think it's worth trying. If I run out of time and can't do anything on level 7, then I'll just try it anyway. Okay, so here. I guess the test of this would be I should get a much lower sum for either other color. So let's very quickly test that. Oh shit, no, not 2, 2, mid 3, 2. Go away, go away. So if I say mid 1, 2, that's, I should have, so that's 1.7 million. You know, I could just say sum of this. And then do the same thing for the other two. So mid 5, 2 and mid 3, 2. And hopefully the green one stands out. It doesn't stand out as much as I'd like, but yeah, fine. Green is the biggest one. Okay, how many 3 brick? And finally, level 7, one of these things is not like the others, is about the Wicked Witch Waterworks, which involves this whole network of water flow from a source. There's pipes going into connections 1, 2, and 3, and then from those into other connections and so on down to the end. And the input is a list of these things that are going to be open. So in this case, for the example, it's 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 10, and 12. And you're told that there'll only be one actual working path through these. So for example, you can't use the 1 because that would have to go to 4. You can't use the 6 because that would have to come out of 4. You can't use the 12 because that would have to come out of 9. So you can only use this path to 5 to 7 to 10 to end. And so the maximum capacity that can flow through that is the 2, because the limiting, this pipe here can only take 2. So then that's all that can flow through. So that's how level 7 works. Now this one I had somewhat cheated because they showed a lot of detail of this setup during the video, and we had prep time before the time. So I'd already prepared a list of all the paths and the max flow along each of them, because I thought we were going to have to do a sort of max flow algorithm, which would have been way more complicated, but luckily we didn't have to do that. But that's why this question went pretty quickly for me. Okay, how many 3 brick? All right, can I do level 7 in 6 minutes? Let's get real here. First of all, this is actually the same map as before, so that's promising. What is the case actually asking me to do, though? Dorothy can turn on the various nodes 1 to 12 so the water flows through. The water flow is restricted based on the capacity of the pipes. All pipes that are not on a direct path from the source to an end on node are treated having capacity 0. If Dorothy turns on only the given nodes, how much water? It's very hard to make this dynamic enough, I think. Well, okay, so here's what we can do. Here's what we could do. I have my list of paths. So here's my list of paths. Call it paths. And I guess in some ways what I want actually is just get rid of the S and get rid of the E. Whoa, what the? Okay, no, it just moved me. Thought something had gone horribly wrong. And then my capacities are over here. Yeah, the path will be either on or it won't, I guess. I just need to figure out which of these paths are on. Okay, and then if there's multiple paths on, then I might have a problem. So, example 7, but I can probably get at least some of them that way. X look up this in here, B returning from here, G. Then we're going to text split that by comma, and then times 1. And it's all just numbers. Yes, fine. So then we're going to say X match this against this. So if this is not equal to blank, then X match all of that stuff. Let's say is number otherwise true. So then we're saying 1 is there, but 4 is not, so this path doesn't exist, so we want by row and then we say if, count if this true, then some ifs this where this is true. Otherwise, this is too complicated for my initial approach. Okay, that actually gets most of them. Maybe you can do the rest by hand or something. Okay. Or semi by hand or something, I don't know. Okay, so let's go look at 113. Oh, none of the paths are open. Okay, well, then I guess I can add, let's just equals count ifs true. And I assume it will say if none of oh, love it. Dorothy, hint, if turned on water nodes don't complete a path, the water flow will be 0. Yes. Cannot be more than one complete path. Yes! Oh my god, this is going to work! Ah! So if this is greater than 0, then that, otherwise 0. Sweet. Wonder how many people are going to score a lot of points by just putting in zeros for all of level 7. Okay, so level 4. Got 2 minutes left. I can probably do this in 2 minutes, hopefully. Let's try. So what is the question? The sum of all the triangles? Quick. Oh no, how many add up to an even number? Okay. Okay, so top row, there are no triangles there. So here I want this plus this plus this is even all of that. I'm going to do it based on the points of the triangle. Plus is even this plus this plus this. It gives me 2. And copy that all across. Except for the last one, where, no, I don't, no triangles there at all. Okay. And then it'll be basically the same here. I think it's exactly the same here, except just different ones to ignore. And then ignore the bottom row, so do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Come on, you're almost there. And then nothing in the bottom row. So it's going to be the sum of all of this. Come on! 292. Ah! What the hell? Oh, my clock must be a little bit off. Okay, quick errata notice after that dramatic finish. So the bonus that I didn't quite get in on time, I got wrong anyway, because I said no triangles in the top or bottom layer, which for some way of thinking about it, that is true. But I said I was also thinking about them based on where the point is. So of course, there are triangles with the point in the bottom row, and there are triangles with the point in the top row, and I didn't count those. So I said 292, the actual answer is 303. Level 7 is the more interesting one, and the more subtle one. It said in the hints, the game is set up so that there cannot be more than one complete path at the same time. But in 126, you've got the path that goes 3, 8, 9, 12 to the end, and you've got a path that goes from 2 to 3 to 8 to 9 to 12 at the end. And so the way I set up my model was to say, you know, some of the capacities for the open paths, but because these paths were both open, it just added them together to say 2, but there's only a capacity of 1 here, and both of those paths run through that, so the right answer was 1. So that's where I went wrong there. Anyway, that's all I got for today. Thanks, Harry, for a fun case. Thanks for watching. See you next time.